So the Seahawks put 58 up on Arizona, and then they put 50 up on Buffalo yesterday. By the way, I bet on Arizona last week. I bet on Buffalo this week. So they won 50-17 this week, beating Buffalo. You know, I didn't realize when we first talked about that game that it was in Canada. Makes a difference. But nonetheless, got news for you. Buffalo wasn't going to cover at any location. But 50-17, so they put up 108 points in 2 weeks. Russell Wilson, in 2 weeks, where his team scores 108 points, has completed 21 passes. That's amazing. 7 last week, 14 this week. His numbers this week throwing were better. 14-25 for a little over 200.
He completed 14 passes in a 50.
Yeah, last week he completed 7. 7. It's amazing. And then the running, though. I mean, his running, 9 carries, 92 yards. He scores. He runs for touchdowns on the first 2 possessions. And then he had another run, a touchdown run later, so he had 3. I mean, this guy is a thrilling player. I mean, is Robert Griffin III better than he is this year? I don't know. I'm not sure he is.
Is Robert Griffin better than Russell Wilson?
I think he is, because Robert Griffin III is a remarkably accurate passer, which Russell Wilson can't say yet. Although there's nothing wrong with how accurate Russell Wilson is. It's just that for a rookie, Robert Griffin III is every bit as accurate, seems to me, as Andrew Luck, maybe more so.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a pretty good debate.
I mean, these are both running quarterbacks.
Yeah.
You know, Griffin's, I think, bigger.
I would probably say Robert Griffin, not only because he was the number 1 pick. I mean, I don't think that should have. I'm sorry, number 2 pick. I don't think that should have anything to do with it. But the fact is, he took an incredibly terrible team. They were a good defensive team. Their offense was shit. You know, the Seahawks have had, like, you know, they have Marshawn Lynch. They have some pretty solid receivers. They needed, as Ben would say, a competent quarterback to come in. I would probably say at this point Robert Griffin, because he inherited a worse offense.
Yeah, I'd say Robert Griffin too, but it's an interesting theory for these 2 quarterbacks who run. And I mean, it's a great year for quarterbacks. Between Luck, between Griffin and Wilson, these are 3 look to be legitimate starting quarterbacks.
And Ryan Lindley.
I forgot about Ryan Lindley. And, you know, Ryan Tannehill's not bad. He's all right. He looks like he turned into a professional quarterback. Ryan Lindley. Ugh. Look at this. So they won 38-10. Ryan Lindley, 14-21. 21 passes, 104 yards. 104 yards. 38-10. They won. That's the Lions.
How many touchdowns did he throw?
You going to keep Jim Schwartz? No, he didn't throw for any. Didn't throw a pick. He's terrible. He's terrible. But the Lions would manage to have a game where you keep the opposing quarterback, have him throw for 104 yards, and the Lions would manage to lose that game by 28 points. I defy another NFL team to pull that off. But here's who could: the Chargers and the Chiefs.